Welcome to The Switch, podcasts that are wired to online and offline marketing.
Alrighty, we've got to a special part of the show where we actually, we're not getting any younger, are we?
No.
And you know, we like to impart our years of experience upon the world, don't we?
Wisdom.
But we are in the tech space, we are in the marketing space, and we're a little bit geeky when it comes to movies and music.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say. Music is definitely a passion of mine. We released our newest single this week on Spotify.
And I've already given you my feedback.
Yeah, your feedback. Yeah, very 80s.
It was good. It was good feedback.
But it's a grower.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely.
But one of the bands that I seem to get into bands at the moment where I actually get into them and then I realize that they're actually broken up years and years and years ago.
I love it.
But the Augustines is certainly one of my desert island bands where they're a band that should not have actually existed. They're a bunch of they're obviously musicians, artists, and they were plagued by mismanagement, plagued by bad luck. The lead singer had a lot of personal issues as far as a schizophrenic brother. Went through a lot of hard times, abusive parents.
Wow.
And he basically didn't actually start making any sort of headway in music until he was in his 30s.
Yeah.
And in this day and age, I mean, they're not an old band. They were around sort of 2010 to 2015, and they made 3 albums in total. But their music on their second album, they had a first album which was relatively successful, but launched them to an audience waiting for their second album. And when their second album came, that's when I got into them.
Right.
And honestly, it's one of the best albums, full albums, that you can really appreciate. There's so much passion. It's not a love album by any means.
Mm-hmm.
It's an experience album. And I know, because I'm part of the Facebook group that follow the band, that it's inspired so many people to just get over their shit, really.
Yeah.
And that band is an incredible example of what a band should be. They're inspiring, they've got personal experience, and they've got a back catalogue of songs that are just phenomenal, especially on their self-titled album. So highly recommended. They've got a video which I asked my family to buy me through Vimeo.
Yeah.
Not VHS, on Vimeo, called Rise of Augustines. It's a fascinating video, and I also recommend that you watch that as well. What a story!
I think I will. And isn't it amazing how it's so good when people are going through real life issues, and then they have a way to then bring that to an audience and communicate that, and then
absolutely.
And the best part of that is that people then start resonating with it and going, oh man, I can really relate to this. And, you know, it actually saves people, gets them to make changes in their lives. I think that is the power of music or storytelling.
Absolutely.
Is putting the truth out there and saying, hey, you know, come on, step up.
Yeah.
Need to move on, get over it.
I've
been told that a few times.
Yeah, well, yeah. But personal experience.
It is so good and underrated. So, I love that. Any artist that can bring real life experiences and then put that out there, and you know what, you are putting yourself out there as well.
Yeah.
And especially in this day and age, and opening yourself up to all sorts of
crap. Got to be brave.
But yeah, you do have to be brave, mate. Absolutely. So, Yeah, that's awesome. I'm going to check it out now.
Yep, please do.
And
please
I do remember them, and I remember their music, but I wasn't an avid fan. But I do love all sorts of music, and some of the music that I love. Some people will go, really? Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Same here,
and that's okay too. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. So that's I love all sorts of eclectic styles of music. Right back through the ages, right back into the 30s and 40s, you know. So, and I like some of the new stuff now, and I love some of the 70s and 80s and 90s. There's just periods of just amazing musicians.
That's right.
You know, so and you know your release, your song. I did say that I look straight away when I heard it. It resonated through the 80s and 90s and that sort of English theme, because I was following that at the time. So again, it's proof that music, you know, we relate to, but music also brings back so much.
Yeah.
Because we just get transported back to a time when that song was playing.
That's right.
And immediately you just have so many great memories. I mean, sometimes the memories are bad for some people, but geez, I have so many good memories around music. So we'll check it out, Steve.
Yeah, please
Thanks
do.
for that.
Please do.
Absolutely.
The movie that I would probably recommend as well, a bit of a throwback as well. It's an Australian movie, and took me completely by surprise. At the moment, you know, you could get zombie fatigue.
Yes, you could.
Because there's so much. You got The Walking Dead, you got Fear of the Walking Dead, you got Black Summer, which is again a highly recommended series.
I've started watching that.
Oh, jeez, man, that's amazing.
It's really cool.
But to start it all off, back in the day, I can't remember when this is, like maybe 2012, 2013.
Yeah, it was really early.
Yeah, Wyrmwood was an Australian offering to the zombie world, and jeez, man, I watched it thinking it was going to be a joke. Yeah. But man, it is one of the top, really one of my top zombie films. I would recommend anyone to watch. I can't believe
we're talking about zombie films.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I love it. I remembered watching it too and feeling the same way. I went, wow, this is better than I thought it would be.
Absolutely.
And I was actually really drawn into it, and I thought, hey, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I think I started the movie with a similar. I think I was just trolling through stuff, and I'm going, oh, what's this Wyrmwood about? And I saw zombies, and I went, oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
And then I saw that and the reason I started watching it was because it was an Australian mate. So I went, I'll give it a crack.
Yeah, got to give it a crack.
Support the local industry. And I was pleasantly surprised too. This is wicked.
The effects, the story was brilliant, and the progression from one, you know,
absolutely,
all three parts of it. Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, if you watch Cargo, I don't know if you've seen Cargo. Cargo is another zombie.
No, I haven't seen that one. No.
And you compare that to Wyrmwood. Cargo is almost like the depressing version of Wyrmwood. Cargo is again highly recommended. It's set in the outback. It's an Australian film, but it's got an English actor in it. Whereas Wyrmwood.
Oh, I have seen it.
Yeah.
Yes, I have seen it. That was really interesting.
It was.
It was a bit bleak.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have seen that. When you just tweet
the guy in the office. What was his name? Martin Freeman. Martin Freeman.
That's the guy.
He was really good in it.
Wow.
So yeah, if you compare those two, if you watch both of those, I'll be interested to see which one you come out on the side on. But Wyrmwood would be my Switch recommendation throwback for today.
For a zombie movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Yeah. Good, man. Good stuff. I agree. I actually agree. Yeah.
Awesome.